On a remote and hostile planet, alien soldier Zara was fighting for her life. The mission had gone terribly wrong. Zara was part of a scouting team sent to gather intel, but a sudden attack from unknown forces had left her alone and stranded. Her spacecraft, damaged beyond repair, lay in ruins nearby, and her communication systems were destroyed. The once mighty warrior now faced an unforgiving environment with limited supplies. The planet was covered in jagged rocks and treacherous terrain. Acidic rain fell from the dark sky, eating away at anything it touched. Strange, dangerous creatures roamed the land, their glowing eyes peering out from the shadows. Zara's protective suit was designed to handle many hazards, but it could only do so much. Every step she took was a struggle, and every breath was a fight against the thick, toxic air. Zara's energy reserves were dwindling. She had a small emergency beacon, but without a working transmitter, it was useless. Her food and water supplies were almost gone. Despite her skills and training, she couldn't ignore the growing sense of dread. She had been waiting for a rescue that seemed more and more unlikely with each passing hour. The sound of distant thunder rumbled across the rocky landscape. Zara looked up at the stormy sky, her eyes scanning for any sign of hope. The storm made it nearly impossible to see more than a few feet in front of her, and she had to be cautious of the unstable ground beneath her feet. A sudden flash of lightning illuminated the landscape for a brief moment, revealing the sheer scale of her predicament. Zara's heart sank as she realized just how isolated she was. As she trudged through the rough terrain, Zara's mind raced. She thought of her team, her home, and the mission that had gone so horribly wrong. She had always been a strong and capable soldier, but this situation was testing her in ways she had never imagined. The hostile environment was unrelenting, and her strength was fading. Then, through the storm's noise and the howl of the wind, Zara heard something unexpected. It was a faint signal, barely audible over the din of the storm. Her heart raced with a mix of hope and skepticism. Could it be a rescue team, or was it just a trick of the storm? Zara squinted against the rain, trying to focus on the direction of the signal. Determined not to let this chance slip away, Zara made her way towards the source of the signal. The terrain was even more challenging in this direction, with sharp rocks and deep crevices. Every step was a battle, but the thought of potential rescue kept her moving. The signal grew slightly stronger, and Zara's hope began to grow. Finally, after what felt like hours of struggling against the storm, Zara reached a small, makeshift shelter that had been set up by the rescuers. The shelter was barely visible in the storm, but it provided some protection from the acid rain. Zara entered the shelter, her body trembling from exhaustion and cold. Inside, the shelter was surprisingly well equipped. It had a small communication device and basic supplies. Zara quickly realized that this was not a random setup. It was a carefully planned rescue operation. The communication device was linked to a more advanced system that could potentially call for help. Zara activated the device, her fingers shaking as she worked. She sent out a distress signal, hoping that someone would receive it. As she waited, she took a moment to catch her breath and gather her thoughts. The storm outside raged on, but for the first time in what felt like an eternity, Zara felt a glimmer of hope. In the midst of the storm and her dire situation, the faint signal was now her beacon of hope. Zara knew that she had to hold on and wait for the help that she desperately needed. The shelter might be her only chance, and she had to make the most of it. The storm outside continued its relentless assault, but inside the small shelter, Zara waited with bated breath. Her distress signal had been sent, but would anyone receive it? Her hope was slim and her strength was fading. Yet, she held on, driven by the possibility of rescue. Suddenly, the shelter's communication device crackled to life. Zara's heart skipped a beat. The static cleared and a voice, calm and steady, came through. It was a human voice. Unidentified signal received. Are you in need of assistance? The voice was clear, with a tone that spoke of confidence and assurance. Zara struggled to reply, her voice barely above a whisper, but the humans on the other end seemed to understand her situation. They reassured her that a rescue team was on its way. Hours dragged on, and Zara could do little but wait and hope. The storm outside showed no sign of letting up, and the acid rain battered the shelter with a deafening noise. Yet, Zara's spirits were lifted by the knowledge that help was on the way. Her weary eyes constantly darted toward the entrance, expecting to see some sign of the rescuers. Finally, the sound of engines roared through the storm. Zara's heart raced as she recognized the familiar noise of advanced machinery. The shelter's entrance opened, and bright lights pierced through the gloom. The rescuers had arrived. Zara could hardly believe her eyes as she saw the silhouettes of the human team entering the shelter. The team was led by Captain Mike, a tall and rugged figure with a determined look on his face. He and his team quickly assessed the situation. Their suits were sleek and equipped with advanced technology, and they moved with practiced efficiency. Zara watched in awe as they worked seamlessly, setting up their equipment and preparing to extract her from the hostile environment. Captain Mike approached Zara with a reassuring smile. "We're here to get you out. Just stay calm and we'll handle the rest." His words were simple but filled with confidence. Zara, though exhausted, felt a surge of relief. The humans were not just rescuing her, they were doing so with a level of skill and care that impressed her. The team worked quickly to prepare for the extraction. They set up a protective barrier around the shelter to shield against the acid rain and secured the area. Zara watched as they operated their advanced machinery, creating a safe pathway for her to leave the shelter. The humans moved with a purpose, their every action precise and efficient. As the team finished their preparations, Captain Mike turned to Zara. "We're ready to move out. Follow us and we'll get you to safety." Zara nodded, grateful but still wary. She had learned not to trust easily, but the humans' professionalism and kindness were hard to ignore. The team guided Zara through the storm, their bright lights cutting through the darkness. The terrain was treacherous, but the humans navigated it with ease, using their technology to avoid the dangerous spots. Zara, though tired and weak, kept pace with them, amazed at how seamlessly they managed the perilous conditions. As they moved, Zara overheard snippets of conversation between the team members. They spoke with a mix of concern and determination, discussing their plans and ensuring that Zara's safety was their top priority. Their dedication was evident, and it made Zara feel more at ease. The journey through the storm was long and arduous, but Zara's hope never wavered. The humans had proven themselves to be more than just rescuers. They were skilled professionals who genuinely cared. Zara began to see them in a new light, and her initial doubts started to fade. Eventually, they reached a secure extraction point where a waiting spacecraft was ready to take Zara to safety. The humans carefully helped her aboard, and as the spacecraft lifted off, Zara looked back at the stormy planet. Her rescue had come, and she was filled with gratitude and a newfound respect for her saviors. The storm continued to rage below, but inside the spacecraft, Zara felt a sense of calm and relief. The humans had not only rescued her, but had done so with an impressive level of skill and compassion. As the spacecraft soared away, Zara's thoughts turned to the future and the incredible journey that lay ahead. The spacecraft carrying Zara and the human rescue team soon left the stormy planet behind, making its way to a safer location. Zara, though tired, was grateful for the reprieve. She had never imagined that her rescuers would be so efficient and capable. As the spacecraft approached a nearby space station, she felt a sense of relief and hope for the future. Once they docked, Zara was escorted to the space station's medical bay. The humans quickly tended to her wounds and provided her with fresh supplies. Captain Mike and his team remained close, checking on her and ensuring she was comfortable. Zara's initial skepticism began to fade as she observed their dedication and kindness. The space station was bustling with activity, and the humans' advanced technology was evident everywhere. Zara marveled at the sophisticated equipment and machinery. The humans had clearly invested in their mission and were well prepared for any challenge. The environment was a stark contrast to the harsh planet she had left behind. After receiving medical attention and rest, Zara joined Captain Mike and his team in the command center. The room was filled with screens displaying various data and maps of the area. Zara watched as the team members worked together seamlessly, their movements coordinated and precise. Captain Mike turned to Zara with a friendly smile. "We need to prepare for the next phase of our mission. We'll be heading back to your planet to gather more information and ensure it's safe. Your knowledge will be crucial in navigating the terrain and dealing with any threats." Zara nodded, impressed by their thorough approach. "I'm ready to help. I know the planet's dangers better than anyone. I can guide you through the treacherous areas and help avoid any trouble." The team appreciated Zara's willingness to assist. They began planning their return to the planet, and Zara was actively involved in the discussions. She provided valuable insights into the planet's geography and potential hazards. Her knowledge of the terrain and its challenges proved to be a great asset. As the preparations continued, Zara and the humans began to bond. They shared stories of their respective worlds, finding common ground despite their different backgrounds. Zara learned more about the humans' technology and their mission, while the humans gained a deeper understanding of Zara's culture and experiences. The day of their return arrived, and the team set off for the planet once again. This time Zara felt more confident and hopeful. She knew that she was not alone and that the humans were well prepared for whatever they might face. The spacecraft descended through the atmosphere, and Zara could see the planet's rugged landscape below. Upon landing, the team quickly got to work. Zara guided them through the dangerous terrain, pointing out potential threats and helping them navigate through the challenging environment. The humans followed her lead, using their advanced technology to complement her knowledge. As they moved through the planet's surface, Zara and the humans worked in perfect harmony. Zara's expertise in dealing with the planet's dangers was invaluable, while the humans' technology and teamwork made the mission more efficient. The collaboration between them was smooth and effective, each complementing the other's skills. During their time on the planet, the team encountered several challenges, including unpredictable weather and aggressive wildlife. Zara's quick thinking and the humans' resourcefulness helped them overcome these obstacles. The experience strengthened their bond and demonstrated the power of teamwork. As they completed their mission, Zara couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. The humans had proven themselves to be not only skilled rescuers, but also reliable allies. Their mutual respect and cooperation had turned a dangerous situation into a successful operation. Back on the space station, Zara and the human team celebrated their success. They had accomplished their goals and forged a strong alliance in the process. Zara knew that this was just the beginning of a new partnership, one that promised future adventures and mutual support. Zara's initial doubts had been replaced by a deep appreciation for the humans and their capabilities. The teamwork and trust that had developed between them were a testament to what could be achieved when different worlds came together. As she looked forward to the future, Zara felt hopeful and excited about the possibilities that lay ahead. As the days passed, Zara and the human team continued their mission on the planet. The cooperation between them had grown stronger, and they successfully mapped out the most dangerous areas and identified key locations. Zara had come to admire the humans' skills and technology, while the humans had gained a deep respect for Zara's knowledge and bravery. However, just as things seemed to be going well, a new threat emerged. During a routine scan of the planet, the team detected unusual energy readings coming from a remote region. The readings were strong and rapidly increasing, suggesting a powerful source of danger. The team knew that this could mean trouble and decided to investigate. Captain Mike called a meeting to discuss the situation. "We've detected something unusual. The energy readings are off the charts. It could be a new threat or something we haven't encountered before. We need to be prepared for anything." Zara listened carefully. Her experience on the planet made her aware of the potential risks. "We should proceed with caution," she advised. "There are many dangers on this planet, and we don't know what this new threat might be. It's important to stay alert." The team geared up and prepared for their investigation. They equipped themselves with advanced weapons and defensive gear, ready for whatever they might face. Zara and Captain Mike led the team through the rugged terrain toward the source of the energy readings. The journey was challenging, but the team's determination kept them moving forward. As they approached the source, the terrain became increasingly hostile. The ground shook with occasional tremors, and the air grew colder. The sky was dark, and the storm clouds gathered ominously. Zara's instincts told her that something was wrong. The energy readings were now overwhelming, and the environment was growing more dangerous by the minute. Suddenly, the team was ambushed by a group of hostile alien creatures. These creatures were unlike anything they had encountered before. They were larger, more aggressive, and their energy-based attacks were powerful. The team fought back, but the alien creatures were relentless. The battle was intense, with both sides suffering losses. Zara fought alongside the humans, her combat skills proving invaluable. She used her knowledge of the planet's terrain to outmaneuver the creatures, while the humans utilized their advanced weapons and technology to counter the attacks. The teamwork was crucial as they struggled to hold their ground. Captain Mike's leadership shone through during the battle. He coordinated the team's efforts, making quick decisions and ensuring everyone's safety. Despite the chaos, the team managed to push the aliens back and gain control of the situation. However, the battle had taken a toll on them, and they were far from out of danger. After the skirmish, Zara and the team regrouped to assess the situation. They discovered that the alien creatures were part of a larger force, and the energy readings were linked to a hidden base deep within the planet. The base was likely the source of the increased energy and posed a significant threat. "We need to find that base and neutralize the threat," Captain Mike said, his voice firm and resolute. "It's clear that we're dealing with something dangerous, and we have to act quickly," Zara agreed. "We'll need to be strategic in our approach. The base will be well defended, and we'll have to use all our skills and resources to succeed." The team prepared for their next move, knowing that they were facing a formidable enemy. They planned their strategy carefully, taking into account the risks and the strength of their adversaries. The tension was high, but their resolve was stronger. They were determined to complete their mission and protect their newfound alliance. As they set out toward the hidden base, Zara and the human team knew that they were facing one of their greatest challenges yet. The new danger was real and the stakes were high, but their teamwork, bravery, and determination gave them hope. Together, they would confront the threat and strive to ensure the safety of the planet and their mission. The journey ahead would be perilous, but Zara was ready. She had come to value the humans' courage and skill, and she was prepared to face whatever dangers lay ahead. The new danger had brought them to the brink, but it had also strengthened their resolve to succeed. The hidden base was in sight as Zara and the human team approached. The once intimidating energy readings had led them to a massive structure buried deep within the planet's surface. The base loomed ominously, its dark silhouette standing out against the harsh landscape. The mission was far from over, and the stakes were higher than ever. Captain Mike gathered the team for a final briefing. "This is it. We've located the base, and it's well defended. We need to be smart and coordinated to get inside, neutralize the threat, and ensure the safety of this planet." Zara nodded, her face set with determination. "We'll need to use our strengths together. My knowledge of the terrain and your technology will be crucial for this mission." The team made their final preparations, ensuring their gear was in top condition. They advanced cautiously toward the base, navigating through hidden traps and defensive measures designed to keep intruders out. The base's defenses were formidable, but the team worked together to overcome each obstacle. Inside the base, they encountered a complex maze of corridors and control rooms. The team's focus was unwavering as they navigated the maze, their movements precise and purposeful. Zara led the way, using her familiarity with the planet's hazards to guide them through the base's interior. Eventually, they reached the core of the base, where they discovered the source of the energy readings. It was a powerful alien device, its purpose unclear but clearly dangerous. The team recognized that disabling this device was crucial to preventing further threats. As they worked to disable the device, they were confronted by the base's commander, a powerful alien with advanced weaponry. The final confrontation was intense, with both sides battling fiercely. The aliens' advanced technology and weaponry posed a significant challenge, but the humans' skills and Zara's knowledge turned the tide. Captain Mike and Zara fought side by side, their teamwork proving invaluable. Zara used her agility and combat expertise to outmaneuver the alien commander, while Captain Mike coordinated the team's efforts to disable the device. The battle was fierce, but their combined efforts ultimately prevailed. With the alien commander defeated and the device disabled, the base's threat was neutralized. The team secured the area and began their preparations to leave the planet. Zara and the humans had accomplished their mission, but their journey had also forged a deep bond between them. Back on the space station, the team was greeted with cheers and congratulations. Their successful mission had not only secured the safety of the planet, but had also established a new alliance between Zara's people and the humans. The partnership had proven to be more than just a temporary arrangement. It was the beginning of something lasting and meaningful. Zara felt a deep sense of fulfillment as she looked around at her newfound friends and allies. The humans had shown her what true cooperation and courage meant, and she had come to value their presence in her life. Their shared experiences had transformed their initial skepticism into mutual respect and trust. Captain Mike approached Zara with a warm smile. "We did it. Thanks to your help, we were able to overcome the danger and complete the mission. This is just the beginning of a new chapter for all of us." Zara smiled back, her eyes shining with gratitude. "I couldn't have done it without your team. You've shown me that working together can overcome even the greatest challenges. I look forward to what the future holds for us." As they prepared to return to their respective worlds, Zara and the human team exchanged promises of continued collaboration and friendship. The experience had not only strengthened their alliance, but had also opened the door to new possibilities and adventures. The mission had concluded successfully, but it marked the beginning of a new era of cooperation between Zara's people and the humans. The challenges they had faced together had brought them closer and forged a bond that would endure. As the spacecraft departed, Zara looked out at the vastness of space, feeling a renewed sense of hope and excitement. The future was full of possibilities, and with their newfound partnership, Zara and the humans were ready to face whatever came next.